Hey there, Tequila Army. General Agave here. And it looks like today the cabin's going to bring us two wonderful bottles of tequila, or so we shall see. It looks like we've got the Campo Bravo Reposado and the Campo Bravo Tequila Plata. Let's take a look and see what we got here. All right, Tequila Army. So here we are. We've got Campo Bravo tequila. We have both the Plata and the Reposado. So these are both 100% de Agave products, which you can get anywhere from the Blanco, $15 to $20, I believe, and the Reposado anywhere from $19 to $25 out there. So these are definitely not your high-end products, but we're going to take a look to see whether or not they actually stand up for what they are. And we're going to talk a lot about what they are today as well. So we're going to try both in a unique one-person two tequila sampling for General Agave here. And tell me what you think down below in the comments if you've had any of these. Now, I can't get these in Ohio, but I was able to pick these up out west. I believe I was in Arizona when I got these two products here. Now, I'll be honest with you. I think the bottle is sharp. When we look at this bottle, I think it's a very fancy looking bottle, a very nice looking bottle. So you've got the wolf here on the front. And the wolf is even engraved kind of into the glass in the back. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up, but it is definitely engraved into the glass. And it's really kind of a unique, beautiful looking bottle, I think. And it's the same with the Reposado. And I think the way they use the gold on the Reposado label actually works really well as well. I'm actually rather impressed with how that looks. I think it comes through looking nice. Now, when it comes to Campo Bravo, apparently what that means is actually brave field. And this comes from nom number 1566 out of Jalisco. And this nom is only actually making this line, I believe. And like I said, Campo Bravo apparently means brave field. And bear with me if I'm getting these pronunciations wrong. As the Army already knows out there, Spanish is not even close to my first language, let alone my second or third. I'm an English speaker. I'm sorry, I'm weak when it comes to that. But we're going to take a nice look at these today and see what we think of these two products. Now, both of them are actually twice distilled using stainless steel distillation process and stainless steel pots to distill the product. But what gets interesting, guys, is we're going to talk a little bit about something that I'm not a fan of today when it comes to these. So this is cooked in an autoclave, but before it gets there, we're talking about using a diffuser to get all of those sugars out of the agaves. So for those of you who don't know what a diffuser does, it's basically like a chemical cooking process that's going to break down all the fibers of that agave using chemicals and acids to get to those sugars that are then going to ferment or that are then going to be cooked. I'm not a big fan of that for sure. I think we've talked about that before. I believe on the shelf behind me, if you look at the Casa Dragones on the top shelf behind me, somewhere around here, it is a high-end product that costs you a lot of money that's going to use that same type of process where it's chemicals breaking down the agave plants instead of just doing it the traditional way and cooking things the traditional way. So I'm not a big fan of diffusers. We'll see if that's a big weakness of this tequila. It's oftentimes used when you want to mass produce products and get them out of that distillery fast, cook them fast, break them down fast, get those sugars fermenting faster. All of that comes into play here. And I'll be honest, guys, not a big fan of diffusers, but who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised by both of these products. I'm definitely surprised that at the price point, we've got these etched bottles, this etched glass on the back. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm really impressed by that. So we'll see. Maybe they can still win me over here, but using acid in that process is not something I'm a big fan of and is definitely not the traditional way in which tequilas are made. So let's go ahead, and first thing we're going to notice here is we'll open both of these up, is there is no cork. So we're not going to have a cork pop here. We're just going to get that wonderful sound of breaking the seal of some steel, right? So some steel or aluminum there on that seal. But again, guys, the bottle itself is actually, I think, for a basic shape of a bottle, actually a pretty decent looking bottle. I'm really kind of wowed by that. Again, if I hadn't mentioned it, it's nom 1566, pretty much one of the only products that they're making out of that nom that I could find out about. And let's actually independently nose each one of these products today. So we'll start with the Plata and we'll go through that, the Plata or a Blanco, and we'll go through that whole experience first. Then we'll compare that directly to the Reposado and see what we think. So here we go. Plata first. We're going to get a good smell on that. Actually, guys, for a Plata, a Silver, a Blanco, this is 100% de Agave, which is also a good sign. We're not looking at a mixto here. So we're looking at a 100% tequila. It's a very, very subtle nose. I'm not getting any astringency that I was expecting, that I even got out of the Casa Dragones. I got a lot of astringency out of that. I'm not getting that out of this. But it is kind of subdued in the end. Maybe there's a little astringency, maybe a little bit of alcohol. Very, very weak on the agave. Maybe there's some pear, some citrus seeping in. What is that smell? I can't quite pinpoint. You know what? Actually, let me correct myself. So I'm not getting an alcohol aroma, but I am getting a bit of an ammonia out of there. A little bit of that ammonia that comes through. It took me a minute to pinpoint. That's definitely what that is, and that's not necessarily a good sign. So let's see now on the taste. Let's see if that follows through on the taste. All right, my face can't lie. Because that is bad. Look, I don't know what I expected. I didn't expect a lot. But I just can't with that. What do I even describe here? Alcohol, that ammonia comes through on the tongue. I don't want that. It tastes medicinal. If I'm searching for something nice, maybe I finally start to get a little bit of that agave, maybe a little citrus, a little orange. But man, am I stretching there, Army. This is just not going to be fun to do away with this bottle. That ammonia definitely comes through. Maybe if I search for it, you can clearly get a little bit of cooked agave in there. But ammonia and alcohol forward on that Blanco. Man, let's hope that Reposado corrects that issue. Because I'll tell you what, guys, I am not at all impressed with that bottle of tequila. That's going to be a challenge for me. So let's move on to the Reposado. We do have a nice color on this Reposado. This is aged in American oak for only 1 month. Let's see what we get here on the nose of this Reposado. I'm getting some agave, some pepper, but that ammonia is still there, guys. It truly is. There's an ammonia, there's a grass. I was hoping to find a little bit of vanilla in this, and it's just not there. I'm telling you that ammonia is dominant. Even on the Reposado, you would think that maybe after that month of aging, we can correct a little bit of that, but it's definitely not happened. Well, hopefully the taste is better. Let's see what we got. No, it's not. I ain't gonna lie to you, Army. You tell me, have you had either of these? Tell me down below what you thought of these products. And don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button. It actually really does help. When it comes to this, okay, it's not as astringent as the Blanco. So that is a good thing. I'm getting a little barrel spice in there on the finish. It's very, very thin, but there's a high level of minerality that's coming through on this bottle. I'm definitely getting a lot of that minerality. Honestly, instead of like a cooked roasted agave flavor, I'm getting more of like a raw agave, like what I would imagine taking a bite out of that agave pino would taste like. And that's not exactly something I want to do, and I'm not sure you do either. So this is going to be a fail on both parts. Now, if I had to recommend one over the other, I'm going to tell you the Reposado dials down that ammonia flavor a little bit, but I'm not even going to finish these glasses, guys. That is how bad this is. This is going to be something I'm going to be like, hey, honey, when you have your friends over and you want to make margaritas, here are 2 bottles for you to go ahead and mix up those margaritas for you and your friends. Tell me in the comments below, how would you get rid of these bottles? As always, enjoy your tequilas, guys. Go out there, try new things, and tell me what you think down below and what you want me to review next. This is General Agave signing off.